I've been training in martial arts since I was 11 years old. The majority of my training has been in a Japanese martial art called the Bujinkan Dojo, which roughly translates to the training hall of the warrior spirit under the current Grandmaster Hatsumi Sensei. In case you didn't know, dojo translates to place of the way. Old traditional Japanese martial art lineages have written transmissions called Densho, which mean just that, transmission written. Most are scrolls, but some are booklet types. Densho are passed from generation to generation. The Bujinkan Dojo is actually made up of 9 old lineages called Yu, each with its own Densho. The collective Densho of the Bujinkan itself is called the Ten Chi Jin, or Heaven, Earth, Person. Densho can contain foundational information as well as a technique list or a catalog called MOKUROKU, which translates as I record. Densho can especially contain techniques called Hiden, which means secret transmission. These were like trade secrets, and it was these that made each lineage unique and special. Many Hiden were written down in code words so that if the Densho was stolen, it could only be deciphered by someone of that lineage, rendering the theft to no value. To date, there has never been a place of learning that focuses entirely on friction fire methods, or in Japanese, Masatsu hi Jitsu. There is also absolutely no clear and specific universal order to all the methods, as they come from different places around the world. Since there is no standardization of all the names and methods, I decided that for me, myself, and I only anyway, I would create a collective classification system of what are the foundational basic methods. The Japanese word for electric or electronic is denki. So, this media in reality is a Denki Densho, if you will. And since I also came up with some brand new, unique and original design variations the world has never seen, I guess that makes it a Hiden Denki Densho. In this age of the search engine, I figured it would probably be a better idea to stand apart from the words friction fire, which are too broad in general. Hence the name friction fire. Therefore, you are witnessing the birth of a new dojo for the ancient life-promoting role and duty of the firekeeper. Alright, I think that was clear enough. Here are the contents of the Hiden Denki Densho of the Friction Fire Dojo. This Densho is in 8 parts, subdivided into 40 sections, which would be taught over a 5-day workshop. Part 1, made up of mostly foundational information, contains sections 1 through 7. Section 1 was our introduction disclaimer, rules, and copyright. Section 2 is this clarification of Densho and this listing of its contents. Section 3 is my personal biographical history. Section 4 clarifies this lineage's values, morals, and ethical system called the Tao of Lao. Section 5 clarifies the unique attributes making up and creating the Friction Fire Dojo, as well as what we are not. Section 6 clarifies the need and the skills of the Firekeeper, as well as what is not covered. Finally, Section 7 clarifies the principles and ethics in the role and duty of the Firekeeper. Part 2 contains Sections 8 and 9. Section 8 clarifies the hearth or the home of the fire. Section 9 clarifies the TP fire, fuels, and transportation of fire. Part 3 contains Section 10, which clarifies this lineage's classification and organizational system and lists all of the primal 8 basic methods and this dojo's 14 unique design method variations. Part 4 contains sections 11 through 17, which clarifies the primal 8 basics, axis drill methods, and the variable equation method for understanding how they all work. Part 5 contains sections 18 through 20, which clarifies the primal 8 basics linear methods and variables. Part 6 contains sections 21 through 31, which clarifies the unique and original 11 axis drill design method variations. Part 7 contains sections 32 through 35, which clarifies the 4 unique and original linear design variations. Part 8 contains sections 36 through 40, which are closing comments, recommendations, thank yous, and workshop information and other stuff.